Alright, so this is one of the problems from our homework. It says a 4,200 kilometer trip from New York to San Francisco takes 6 hours flying against the wind, but only 5 hours flying with the wind. Find the speed of the plane in still air and the speed of the plane in the wind. So you're in a plane flying against the wind and with the wind. When you're flying against the wind, the speed that you're going is the speed of your plane, which we'll call r. But your plane is flying against the wind, it's going in your face. So we take the speed of your plane and we subtract the speed of the wind. When you're flying with the wind, you take the speed of your plane, which we again call r. And because the wind is pushing you and you're going faster, we add the speed of the wind. And we're going to solve for these two variables. This is what the question is asking for. Find the speed of the plane, which again we called r in our picture, and find the speed of our wind. So I'm just going to make for each trip a rate times time equals distance relationship. So the trip with the wind, when I'm going with the wind, we called that speed r plus w. The time for that trip, it says, let's see, 42 kilometers, takes 6 hours flying against the wind, 5 hours flying with the wind. Was 5 hours. Okay. The trip against the wind, it says, took 6 hours. 6 hours flying against the wind. And that speed flying against the wind, and we called that r minus w. The distance for each trip was 4,200 kilometers. 4,200 kilometers each way, so I put that in the distance box. Rate times time equals distance for both of these trips. So I can make my systems of equations. R plus W times my 5 is equal to 4,200. R minus W times my 6 equals 4,200 again. A little trick to make this go a little faster. When I want to solve for r and w, instead of distributing this 5, I'm just going to divide both sides by 5. Likewise down here, instead of distributing the 6, I'm going to divide both sides of my equation by 6. Here the 5's will cancel out. My top equation becomes r plus w equals 840. Because 4,200 divided by 5 is 840. Here my equation becomes r minus w equals 4,200 divided by 6 is 700. I'm going to solve with elimination now. W's will cancel out when I add these two equations together. We get 2r is equal to 840, and 700 is going to make 1,540. Divide that by 2, and you're going to get r is equal to 770. All right, so I've got r is 770. I want to find a way to find w. I know the speed of the plane that we were looking for. This is 770. The speed of the wind, though, I take this, plug it back into one of these equations up here. You go, instead of writing r, we're going to say 770 plus w equals 840. Subtract 770 to get w by itself, and we get w is equal to 70. Plane's going 770, the wind is going 70. That's it.